Hey guys, we're going to do a little garden tour in July, and that's what's going on at Noah's house. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Noah's house. I have been gone for several months, it seems, a few months. I haven't gone a little while. Real quick rundown for all my pipe smoking people. Man, I hate when I do it this way because the camera's over there. I keep looking over there. I got pretty sick a couple months ago. Lost my voice for a little over a week. Just was down to a whisper, and I had a sore throat that was just terrible. My throat was bad, and that does not constitute for good pipe smoking health. So I did about 2 or 3 weeks where I wasn't smoking a pipe because of my health. I felt terrible. But I powered through that. I got better. And after that, I just realized I just wasn't into it, and I haven't been into it. So it's been 2.5 months, maybe, since I've had a pipe. I'll probably have one at some other point in time, but at this point in time, I'm not smoking any pipes. But today we're gonna do a little garden tour. I'll show you what's going on. I skipped June tour, but I'm gonna take you around and I'm gonna show you what's happening in the garden in July. We've had a lot of good things and we haven't had several bad things. So let me flip this here camera around and we'll get looking at the garden. Okay guys, first off, we got Mr. Carl out here today. We have a lot of stuff to burn. Last Wednesday night, we had some serious storms. There's one busted tree. And over there, I don't know if I could see from this side, there's another busted tree in there on the ground. And then we had some fall on the shed. Not the garden shed, but the other shed. And there's Miss Lila out here today. So, let's just start off the way we usually do. This is our herb box. It was really going good. It was really going crazy. Look at the basil, looking great. Now, the rosemary that I planted in the bed was looking really good. Then it kind of stopped growing. I don't know if it's come the heat, but the leaves are getting little brown tips. See that? We had a week and a half of record-breaking high temperatures, high 90s into the 100 degrees. And I think that might be what's messing with the oregano. But it's Greek oregano. It's supposed to be tough. We have some thyme going on. Once again, that one's not doing all that great either. And I have some chives I planted in there. Now, over here in the grow bags, I planted a tomato, and I found a real crazy stick to grow it up. Get it to turn a little bit. The native bee houses are doing great. I planted carrots in here, if you remember. Some are doing pretty good. This one, they sporadically punked out on me. Also have potatoes that came up in there. Now over here, I had more carrots do pretty good. Also potatoes are coming up, and I'm just letting everybody go because I'm not really sure what's gonna happen. I put a tomato plant here because he was an extra, and I put this humongous stake in there. Kind of a joke, but they too tend to get tall, so we're going to see what's going to happen with that. Now over here, the beans are doing pretty good. Now we had some die out, but I just started picking them, and I want to pick some today. Oh, I'm moving a little slow because I tweaked my back too. I'm falling apart, so bending over hurts. So a lot of standing up today, talking, not bending over much. Carl, Lila, they're like, please let me in. Lou, what are you eating? She will eat anything that she can get her mouth on. So let's go through the gate here. The tomato plants, if you remember, I planted 3 in each bed, are doing spectacular. They're getting tall. I had a lot of blooms on them, but I haven't seen any fruit really set on these guys yet. The basil that I planted, basil, whatever you want to call it, along there is all doing very good. I also have some chives going on in there. We'll see what happens. They were like an afterthought. The pepper plants really starting to come into their own right there. These guys I put stakes in, which they're starting to set A little bit of fruit. We got some flowers. I got to tie them up a little bit. Oh, yeah, here we go. First jalapeno of the season. But these guys are doing really good. They're really tall. Like I said, a lot of blossoms, not much fruit set on there yet. So I don't know what's going on with that. But these 3 varieties are doing good. We've got Dave, he's doing some repairs today. And these pepper plants are doing really good. And the basil's doing great. I keep telling everybody, time to get some basil recipes. Ooh. Now the middle bed, I put those tomato plants. I ended up going out and buying some 2x2s because I put these in there, and well, these guys are getting tall. Now they do have a little bit of fruit starting to set on them. I gotta get in there and put some more ties. I gotta get my ladder to do it. And I kind of did this on purpose because I wanted to see how tall these guys would actually get. These pepper plants, I did the weave. They're doing pretty good. These are poblano peppers, I do believe. Boy, look at these. Look at those tomato plants. And these are all my paprika peppers, and they're doing really good. We got Lou and got Carl out here helping today. Now the beets, they look like they're doing good. When I dig down in there, none of them are really bulbing up. So I'm unsure of what's going on there. Got mad about the carrot thing because I sowed carrots in here and they died. I sowed carrots over there, they didn't come up. So I went through with all the rest of my carrot seed and I laid them in heavy, which I think it's one of my jobs I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna get a bucket to sit on and I'm gonna thin these guys down. We have a couple from the original sowings. They're looking good. Aha, look at that. Cucumber plants. There's a cucumber right there coming in. And I wrote down everything on a, let me go there. Hey, well, let me zoom out. I wrote down everything in my little book to know what's what. The parsley we've been picking. We made pesto. We did all kind of stuff with. And I think it's starting to go to the end. It's starting to possibly go to seed, which is fine. Anybody else have their cucumber plants do that? You just get some of the leaves that just bank out on you like that? I'm not sure what that's all about. I planted some pepper plants in here, and I also have some carrots, but they're so far back, it's hard to weed, especially with a bad back. Over here, the onions. These are spring onion, green onion. They're really starting to look great. I think I'm going to pick some today, just to have some for, you know, for lunch, for dinner. Hey, Lou. Now, these tomato plants, these are kind of thought of putting in there. They're not doing too bad. I have some more bean plants down in there that are doing good. These bean plants are really starting to take off. Can't wait to start picking them guys. But these I've just been weaving through the old mesh, and so far so good. We had, like I said, some big storms come through, crazy windy storms, but everything kind of came good. Let me see if I can't go over here, get you a good view. Oh, and the new beds that I put in are working out really good. Everything's growing good in there. I think my mix of compost and manure is good, so I'm quite happy about that. All right, so let's go back over here and we'll go to the other side. Okay, going down the trellis here. If you remember, I planted all the broad beans and then I started other beans, and chipmunks got to them. We had a terrible thing, but the broad beans are starting to come in. I have some weird stuff happening on some of them, and it's not like Charles Dowding in the UK. I don't get those ones that have 7 or 8 in there. Lou, quit eating the grass. But I do have a lot of cucumbers coming in, starting to come in. Yeah, see this? It looks like it's on a good thing, but it just kind of goes south. But I'm really hoping that the cucumber starts setting in. We have a lot of flowers. We had a lot of bees around here this year, and well, I have high hopes for my cucumbers. But all in all, and the broad beans aren't doing so bad, and that was all home safe seed, and I did it kind of just, you know, just to do it. Oh yeah, look at this. A cucumber, a cucumber, cucumber, cucumber. Now I have a couple varieties up this way that aren't climbing the trellis. They're really low, so I'm curious about them. Right here I had extra tomato plants and I had this bed, so I got some more natural stakes. Got them in there. I got to get in here with some string and get the guys tied up, but they're doing pretty good. And in here I planted a bunch of pepper plants. They all seem to be doing good. They did good with the wind to kind of blew them over. They came back. And in here, I put more pepper plants. Now, over here, these I just had extra. There's pepper plants in here, but then there was just choys I had, and I put in there. And it was too hot. I knew they weren't going to come good, so I'm just letting them go, thinking maybe I'll get some seed. Mr. Mint, looking good. Oh, there's another. That's a banana pepper. So this is the kale bed. I need to get in there and weed it out a little bit and, get in there and, cut some of these guys off. Well, over here, this was just all flowers. And there is my first flower. And I did this because last year I had a problem with this bed. Kind of got fogged chemically, and it killed everything that was in there. I did not fog it. So I just planted flowers over there. Plus this is in the shade and it doesn't always do so good. So these are all nasturtiums, and that's just wildflower mix. But I'm pretty happy with how that's going. Now this afterthought. Oh, and if you see these two hoses, hose, they're those springy hoses that come back. Well, they both blew out. So now I'm back to just the good old-fashioned hard hose, and it seems to be working really good. So right here, the onions that I planted, if you guys go back and look at other videos, did not do good. I don't know if it's too much shade. But I put these tomato plants, and I had little stakes, and it was good for when they were little. But I'm like, what the heck am I going to do? So I got some more of these 2x2s, and I got everybody mounted in, and some mounted up over there. And what I'm going to do from the top, I'm going to run a string from top to top, and then I'm going to drop a string down to support these guys, and hopefully they all come up. Plus I got a little bit of a weave happening, so that's pretty good. Like I got this guy, he's starting to go down the string. But all in all, these tomato plants are doing okay. They're a bit behind because I did plant them later. This was lettuce. And if you can see, I'm letting the lettuce, I'm gonna let it go to seed just to see what happens. Lila's on a chipmunk patrol. Now this bed's the same thing. I put those 2x2s in. Now it's my thing to do today. I'm gonna put that string up there. These guys are doing pretty good. These are Romas. Grew one of my best kohlrabis ever. Me and my wife enjoyed it the other day. I left these in there as kind of like a trap plant for the cabbage moths because I did have a couple cabbage growing, and they came in and decimated. This bed over here, I planted a bunch of carrots and radishes in it. I'm not planting radishes anymore. Nothing ever comes. And the carrots were a complete and utter fail. These are all beans. They were starting to do really good, and now they're not. Now I did go to the store and buy some pole beans. So I put some pole beans in there, which they're the ones starting to climb up. The other ones are the bush beans that I really like, and they're doing okay. See, that's right there is a rye carrot. Over here, or wait, no, I planted dill in here just to see what would happen. And well, some came up, some didn't. But I'm hoping to get some beans off of this stuff, but I don't know if it's too much shade or what's going on. If you see these holes, we're thinking that's chipmunks. Lila, out of the garden. Lila, go. You gotta go that way. She likes to just meander around and do what she wants. She's like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. So like I said, these, I'm not doing too bad. Hopefully I get some lettuce seed. Oh, and I did get a new blowtorch option to burn weeds in my driveway. So I've been burning the bottom of these. Hopefully that'll stop them from rotting so fast. What you doing, Lou? All right, so all in all, I'm pretty happy with what's going on here. Whoop. We have some fails, we have some successes, but the real successes will start coming up in the next month when we see how much fruit starts setting. So I'm gonna pop this off and we're gonna go out front. Okay guys, first thing I wanna show you, check it out. I planted asparagus out here, and well, I got asparagus coming up good. Now I planted 3 there, and that last one right over there just popped up the other day. Remember, this is the first year, so we're just gonna let them grow. Now I got some more, and I planted them right here, but a few weeks after those ones, so these haven't even come up yet. Now, and I also got some more crowns, and I planted them here, and nothing's come up yet. But I did plant some over there, and if you look, we got some asparagus coming up there. Now these were those kale plants. So I let them sit like this. They went to seed, and I picked these little pods, and I dried them out a little more. And sure enough, they're all full of kale seeds. So far I have, probably close to 1,000 kale seeds saved. And this was dwarf blue kale. So I can't wait to try some of that homestead seed. So let's go over there. Oh, there's my black-eyed Susans coming up. They come up really good. These guys are all doing really well. Gotta get some water in the bird bath. So now I I designed and built this new bed. And it looks good, it looks well, but look at some of these plants. I don't know what this is from. Too much water, too little water, or maybe something was with the compost that I used, which, you know, very well could have been. I put some basil, I planted some basil along the front, and I had some basil starts. But other plants are doing all right. Look at that, we got fruit setting already. And these were planted way after the ones up there. Got a little bit of a curve to it. It looks nice, but I'm getting that weird, I gotta look up and research. If anybody knows, whack me a comment down below what they think's going on with these tomato plants in there. Like this one's real bad. I'm unsure what to do there. Look at this one. This one may be a complete fail. And I'm thinking it could be because of the horse manure that I used. Maybe it did have that chemical in there. But the thing is, I used to mix that horse manure up in the other beds as well, and all was good. Hey, there's a bee pollinating my plants. Thanks, buddy. But if it doesn't do good this year, a lot of times first year beds don't do good. So that's fine. You know, we'll keep resetting it a couple times. We'll put more different mulch on it next year, compost, and hopefully we get to go on. Now over here, potatoes, and garlic. I'm gonna actually start picking garlic today because I do believe it is time. Everything seems to have done pretty good. I got these tomato plants. These are the ones I built on this goofy string trellis system. Seems to be working well, and we have some good fruit. That is a weed that needs to be picked. But I do believe the garlic is about ready to come out. And the wildflowers I left just around the mailbox are looking great. This is all zucchini, my zucchini patch, 5 plants. I've already picked one nice one, probably gonna eat that today. If I go over in here, ooh, and I get down in there. It's an 8-ball zucchini, finally. After years of trying to get an 8-ball zucchini, I got one. I'm not really sure when to pick that sucker, but this bed is always a producer. Look at that, and I want to show you these ones. Hey, there's Mr. Gargle. Hey, buddy. Like I said, I do believe the garlic is ready to be picked. We got 2-3 dead leaves on the bottom, and I think it's time. I picked a couple last week. They were okay, but I definitely think this week's it. So these guys are doing pretty good with this trellis system. I did cage them at first. Look at these strange little tomatoes. These are the Brad's Atomic, and I'm real excited to see them guys. Now, these are the, I think, Birdies. They're a cherry tomato. These are also a cherry tomato, but like I said, aren't they strange looking? At least I think that's what they were. These, I accidentally planted 2 plants. Oh no, in there. These are starting to set some fruit. These guys are setting fruit. And I don't know what they are because I have it written down, but I can't wait to do that. These are starting to set some fruit. I'm really happy with seeing the bees out here. So far, this is working out pretty good. It's pretty interesting. Now, if you see this on the potato plants, it's not a disease, nothing happened, it was me. because I got that flamethrower weed torch thing, and I torched. This was all full of grass and weeds, and it worked pretty good, but I think it got a little hot for them guys, but they're fine. They're recovering just fine. Now, if I could show you in here, I come through with some more compost, sift it out, boing, we got potatoes. So I did the Charles Dowding method. I came in with a bucket of compost, and I threw just some more compost on top of those. So these are all looking very, very good. Oh, there's that other tree that broke. And also, we had a tree over there break and completely covered my shed. Maybe I'll throw some pictures in. You can see what was going on with the trees down there. So far, everything's looking pretty good. Wait, I'll catch you up top. We'll wrap this up. So like I said, my shed's in there. Kind of see it. It's camouflage now. I might leave it like that. I kind of like that. I don't think so. But I don't know. I want to start chopping up. We're going to leave tomorrow for a trip, so got my work cart out for me today. You want to come over and help, Evan? Okay, guys, that is the tour of the garden in July. Today's actually July 4th. So happy Independence Day and all that. I'm just hanging out. I'm going to be playing in the garden today. I have to go to work tomorrow. I wish all our holidays were Mondays or Fridays. I got to get the ladder out to tie up some of these tomato plants. I was just looking again. They're just so huge. And the 4 that I put in right there in the new bed that I built, I think I'm going to run a string along the top so they can go up. If you have ever watched Mark from Self-Sufficient Me. Oh, that's a tongue twister for me today. He lets his tomato plants go up and just kind of, they don't break. They may look like they break or bend over, but they'll keep growing. They'll come back down and you'll get more fruit. But I'm gonna pick some beans today. Excuse me, I'm gonna do a lot of tying up. I have to take it a little easy. Like I said, I tweaked my back at the beginning of the week and it is aching. But this is just, you know, I haven't put out a lot of videos. Once again, for my pipe smoking viewers, I'll probably get a pipe smoking video out sometime. But like I said, I haven't had a pipe in almost 3 months. Just not feeling it. But I wanted to show you guys the garden in July because I didn't do a garden in June. A lot of cleaning up. I wish it wasn't so hot. It's going to be 90s today because I have a lot of sticks and wood I'd like to burn. But we'll have a nice, good utility burn here in a little bit. But I'm going to hop in the garden here. I'm going to start tying. I got to get my harvesting thing that my daughter got me. It's a real nice little pouch. I'll harvest some beans. I'm going to put some more strings up. Oh, spider just ran up my camera. And hopefully everybody will get to where they need to shortly and we'll start getting a lot of fruit. Well, hey, from the garden, I'm Noah. Thanks for stopping by.